All right, guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a flood coat on this coffee table that a customer ordered. And it is out of Russian olive wood. We burnt it and sanded it to give it a darker color with this massive river, and we were using a new product, Laggari. Laggari art resin. You were not supposed to be able to torch this. There's no need for it, so less bubbles. So we're about to now do a flood coat on this coffee table. We are not sponsored by Laggari. This is something we actually ordered. We paid for this, but been watching their videos and a lot of good reviews on them. So we decided to give them a shot and defer a little bit from what we've been using. Won't mention names on that one because there's not a competition. Kind of is for them, but not for us. So I'm really excited to use the Laggari art. So we're using part A and part B. So resin and hardener. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. We've got our mixing paddle. As you can see, we use it quite often. We just let it drip off. 1/8 inch trowel and our chop brush. Gloves. See, I got the legs wrapped up. That way when we start, the epoxy starts to drip, we don't get anything all over the legs. And then you'll see in a little bit after we go through this process, we are going to cover this with like a plastic dome so you can see we don't get any dust, minimize dust, anything out here in the desert. All right, so enjoy the process.
Let's do it like this.
All right, so we are going to do the 2-to-1 ratio. Square footage of this is a little over 7 square feet of our table up here. So we're actually going to do 3 ounces a square foot, which comes up to about 21 ounces. We're going to go ahead and do it at the 24 ounces. So being as this is a 2-to-1 ratio for the Laggari, we're going to do 2 parts of the resin to 1 part hardener. So we're going to do 16 ounces of resin and 8 ounces of the hardener, so that'll put us at 24 ounces. I guess you could still go, right? You want to drop it down? Alright, it's going to be kind of hard to do. Can you, alright, just tell me when. Alright, so 2 parts. 16 ounces there. And now 8 ounces of B. And with your drill, always have it on your 1 setting. You don't want to put it on the 2 and mix it like crazy. You'll introduce too many bubbles to it. We let this mix for about 2 minutes, they recommend. Have a spare bucket just to let that drip. All right, so we're getting ready to pour. We've got my trowel, we've got it all mixed up, and I've got my chop brush. Good rule of thumb before you start, and I always give my bristles a good pull, just so you don't, less likely to get some of them when you're chopping up. Get those pesky hairs stuck in there. All right. All right, so here we go. As you can see, it's scratched up. We did a sanding of 220 after the first little seal coat that we did to ensure no bubbles. Here's where something magic really starts to happen with this resin. You can see how it shines up instead of shine down. I just throw mine in the center and let it bubble, and now we start troweling it out, and as you can see, it just comes alive. Now, I do have a little bit of resin left in here, and this is, I'll take it and just show you. So I have to prime my brush. I'll stick my chop brush in there and stick it in there. Let it soak for a little bit. That way it's not a dry brush when I start. It helps things to flow. And you'll notice I don't go over the edges right away. I just start working that epoxy. This stuff flows very nicely, actually. A lot easier than that other one I was using. A whole lot easier. Yeah,
Go.
And then I'll slowly start letting it go over the edges. Man, this makes that color come out nice, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I really like it. I'm going.
Alright. Now I'm just basically mowing the lawn back and forth. And then some of this excess I will catch back in my bucket. That way if we start getting any pits or anything, or any dry spots for any reason. And with this, I probably could have only used 2 ounces a square foot. I really like this stuff. And what I really like is I don't see a lot of bubbles.
I don't see any.
Yeah. Like I'm getting ready to want to grab my torch as usual, but I don't have to. This is where wrapping your legs, if you put your leg up. Normally we don't. This one I needed to. I don't want to flip it afterwards. All right. Chop brush, just if there's any trowel lines left. Man, I don't even think I need to do this. I feel like I've got to unlearn everything I learned.
Is this the best resin you've used yet, do you think?
So far.
Is there a lot
I
of other
think
kinds?
so. This is my first time using it. I mean, there's some, but
Oh, it's good.
it's...
Do the side.
Yeah, I got a brush on the sides. Want a nice even coat. Don't want any drip marks. Want everything to be nice and glossy all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Get some out of the bucket.
Oh, look at the size of
Excuse me.
it.
That's beautiful.
How long do you have to let it sit?
Well, we're not delivering this till Sunday, so
Oh.
she will sit here until then. And you see I'm just sprinkling some more on there to, if I see some craters left over that our seal coats didn't get for some reason. It happens. Pinholes. I'm still fighting that urge to want a torch. I'm so used to doing it. Maybe chopping it introduced air bubbles. Let me trowel it again. Let's see. Like I said, never used this before, guys. So
That wood is really pretty. It really brings out the color.
and chop up some of those marks. All right, what I'm going to do, because I've got quite a bit left, more than I thought I would, even after doing the math. But like I said, I did 3 ounces a square foot and added a little bit. So I'm going to go pour some of this over in our lava art piece. Alright, here is our wall of colors. And wife's saying a little bit of black diamond mahogany and some of this silver. This new one?
Is it dark? No. That one for the sides.
Okay. Doing mahogany right now?
Yes. Just very light, though, so transparent where it blends it.
Okay.
This is.
Alright, so yeah, we're looking, all the bubbles, even the micro bubbles are slowly popping. I was worried at first, just because that inclination to want a torch. So, but besides some of my hair that got in there.
Would you please put them in the seat and give them some green beans and chicken?
It's pretty good, huh?
It's really good, actually.
Okay, ready for the lava thing?
Yes, let's do that. Alright guys, well this is going to be the end of this video, but if you want to see the lava project finished and that blue river table done, you can see us at Facebook at Rustic Cross and take a look at these finished products. Thank you. We'll see you next time.